Hey, how you doing? It's a gray and yucky day, and feeling tired. I think it's because of the presence of a big L above our heads. Not loser, low pressure. Makes you feel blah. It's good hot drink weather, so I'm going to do that. But first, I'll discuss an abandoned house fire and a whole bunch of KC police chasing after somebody. I guess he ditched his car in the construction area, wrecked it, and the felony suspect is all I know. And I found out later that a police officer twisted his ankle going after him. But the call came out, officer injured, and I think half the police force showed up. I mean, that's not the realistic quote, but there's a lot of cops there, and that's what made me be there. And I tried to find out more information, but nobody was forthcoming. So I get video of it just to be safe and not sorry. Anyway, let's go get that hot drink. It works. Gray and drizzly. Yuck. It's a good time to sit down with a hot drink, a caffeinated drink, because I be tired. So here we are. Admire the art. Hey, how you doing? I've been feeling kind of headachy, and when I was inside the station, I was feeling hot, and everybody else said, "Oh, I feel fine." And I'm like, ugh, I feel hot. So I hope I'm not coming down with something I really can't afford. I don't have the days anymore. Wasted too many days with dealing with family issues and also being sick, but the sickness is also related to, when you have kids, you get sick a lot. And I'm very susceptible, and you can see what the weather is doing. It's very gray, grismal is what I call this weather. So it's the end of my shift. I'm really tired. I'm gonna maybe go have some coffee close by and see if it perks me up a little bit. I get it, perks me up. Oh, that's annoying. But other than that, yeah, just go home, sleep, try and sleep it off. Hope it's nothing more serious. Because I mentioned earlier, I don't know if it was yesterday or whatever, that I've been feeling kind of run down and yucky. Maybe it's weird sleep schedule or something, or I don't know. But yeah, the way I feel matches the weather perfectly. So, the world's longest light. I'm covering up my big tummy. It doesn't look so good on a wide angle lens. Here's a way to cover it up. So I haven't been here in the morning in a while, so I'm gonna do this. It's close by. Even though the owner has let me know that she doesn't really like cameras in her shop, which I don't know if I take that personally or not, but it's her shop, so I'll respect that. Well, I'll just keep the camera on me. I won't show the patrons, which I don't anyway. I always show me and what I'm doing, my big fat butt. And if I can be on the camera, old argument. I won't get into it. Anyways, let's go have some coffee. Let's hope this cures my apparent hangover. Coffee. Ooh, I haven't had an Americano in a while. Good stuff. You know, this coffee they roast here, the way they roast it, I really like it. It's one of my favorites. Also, I like Head Rush. You know, having come from YJ's, I've gotten used to the Broadway roasting coffee. I really like the way John roasts the coffee here. It's really good. And let me try this muffin. It's supposed to be, what, apple cinnamon? We are live back here at KCI. This place has traffic problems, so we're doing live reporting on it. Hey, how you doing? The traffic is rush hour and everything's moving slow. There's construction everywhere. I'm in the, I gotta say it right, storm tracker. We were assigned to go to the airport, and they were like, well, we want to use the cameras on storm tracker for the road they want to improve, because the airport is having some traffic problems, and depending on who you talk to is either a disaster or it's nothing at all. But so they want to improve Cookingham Road, so we were supposed to drive, and well, we ended up just doing it with the iPhone, actually. The iPhone worked pretty good. And so I'm going to get some gas and then put all my stuff up and then head home. And this morning I made the mistake. I went to a truck stop and bought a sandwich. And when I ate the sandwich, it was like the bread was both wet and dry at the same time. In other words, they put it in the plastic wrap, and then the water seeped to one end and made the crust kind of soaking yucky, and the bread was dry in the other parts, and that indicates that it had been sitting there for quite a while, and it didn't really taste right. And then the rest of the night I kept burping. I was having these burps where I could retaste that sandwich, and it didn't taste, this is too much information, by the way, tastes very good. It didn't taste right. And then about the time we were doing our live shots, I had to run to the airport bathroom, and let's just say you don't want to use the bathroom on the south end of the terminal today. Yeah, I didn't miss any hits, but what rhymes with hits that I also had to, never mind. Alright, gotta get gas. Yeah, right. Lee Summit, Missouri on such a fine May day. I think Amtrak's about to come. We're gonna go try out this place, Frost Coffee and Tea. They got good hours, they're open till 9, so let's give her a try. Yep, I'm right, Amtrak has come. Woo! Oh, that's an old engine now. This is the fun part, waiting at a crime scene for information. All I know is it's a shooting, and I saw them take somebody away in a paddy wagon, and there's a lot of shell casings around because all the cones are laid out, but we haven't heard if the PIO will talk, public information officer, which is usually a sign that it's non-fatal, because we'll hear from the public information officer if it's a homicide. So for now, you just sit tight and wait and see if anybody will talk to you, which they usually don't.
Hey, how you doing? This was our live today, the Parade of Hearts, and this one has a meaning for a woman whose daughter committed suicide. It is a pretty heart. I think I like the Parade of Hearts better than the cow parade we had some years back. This one says, when you lose someone, they are not gone forever. It's also writing on the side. They are a butterfly. So yeah, pretty. And I used to go to a dermatologist in that building over there. He got graffitied during the Black Lives Matter riots, and turned into some local graffiti artists took the F-bombs off the building and made it into something beautiful. There's some famous local graffiti artists here, so nice. It's time to get a steamer. Right, come on, let's go. Careful of the dongies. Jimmy, you gonna do something, or are you just gonna sniff? Steamer is busy tonight. It's very, very busy. There's too much chocolate. Steamer. We are attempting to get the Navion ready. The first thing is tires. These tires keep going flat all the time. I'm really tired of it. Get it? Tired? Let's look at the tire pressure on these. What's that say? 40? What's the inner? The good thing about these is they have 6 tires, so you can conceivably run flat. What's it say? About 40? 50?
Yeah.
What about the other side? Conceivably run flat on one tire, but I wouldn't want to try it. When we came in here and backed it in, one of the tires skidded, and I thought maybe it was flat. Oh man, we got to do something about these weeds here. But
I'm like 65.
on which one?
The inner.
The inner was about the outer, which is the one you have to pull in on. In on the outer, out on the inner.
Like 41.
41.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put air in them last weekend. Was it last weekend? And the front. Let's try the front, because those are the most important. If one of those blows out, you are in trouble. With a big top heavy vehicle like this. Although these Navions are not that big. They're kind of like...
This is exactly 60.
between a Class B and a Class C.
60.
B plus and Class C. Let's try the other one.
Oh. It's the only one that has a screw on.
Yeah.
Like 42.
Yeah. So I think just to be safe, we're going to see about tires for this thing, even though these tires are technically in good shape. Your life is literally riding on those tires, so don't want to take anything for chance. It's not worth it. Some people are like, be cheap, but you don't want to have a blowout in a motorhome. Trust me. Let's see. What do we got here today? Find a good place to put her. Oh, look, a trailer. I guess I'll back her here. Watch out for this tree. All right.
Room. Did you empty the vacuum cleaner?
So they have 4 tires that we need. And at the same time, we're going ourselves to another store to pick up 2 tires. Otherwise, if they order it, it'll take us till almost the end of next week. So we're going to go to Independence and pick up our tires and bring them here. Here we are in Independence to pick up our 2 tires. We have made it back here to the Northland. And there it is, getting her new tires. Well, that sure feels good. Doesn't feel good to spend money, but it's reassuring to know that hopefully we won't have any blowouts, and if we do have any problems with our tires, then we will at least be able to replace them. But the peace of mind is the most important thing. So that's how they look. New tires all around. Those rims are ugly. You gotta do something about that. See what it looks like on the other side. I didn't park as badly as I thought. The front rims are ugly too. We took those stupid fake aluminum wheel covers off, especially after they got dented and everything. They didn't look so great. I'd rather have the rims. So I'm gonna get some Cawfee here and take the Navion to get it washed and do whatever else, which is all the way out in Oak Grove. But it's a good test drive too, so there's a big sign in the window. It says we are at our AAPI event, which is Asian American Pacific Islander, in Columbus Park. So come see us there. So the coffee house itself is closed, but we'll go see him at the AAPI event. Hopefully we can park. Yeah, this is a very pleasant May day. The humidity is really low. It feels really good to be out. It's almost like, even though it's in the 80s, it feels like the air conditioner is on. And a beautiful day to drive around the Columbus Park area. There's a I always get that wrong. It's not guardian angels. Well, oh, there's Bill Drummond over there. I tried to look, but you know, I got to pay attention to the road because there's somebody there who was waiting on me. And is there a place to park? Looks like a big place to park right up here. I was trying to bring the doggies, but the missus was in a bad mood. Spending money does that to her. Well, and she's like, "Why do you leave the dogs here?" "Well, give them to me." "I'm not going to give them to you." "All right." So, boo! I don't have the doggies with me. It'd be a good day for that. I see a couple of big parking spots over here. It says no outlet. That's fine. We'll kind of turn around right up here. Everybody's kind of parked funny anyway. So, all right, we're here. We're queer. Get used to it. Yeah, it looks like it's maybe getting to the end. It did say it was a picnic, so people are already taking some things down. We got Louse House over here. That's funny, Louse House. Yeah, it looks like I showed up late. I think the thing shut down at 5. Oh well. So, I'm going on with my mission. Listen to all the noises this thing makes. It's been sitting a while, so we're going on to Oak Grove, Okie as we call it, Okie from Muskogee. Woohoo! I've forgotten my height on my Navion, but I think it's 12 foot something, so we'll go really slow under this bridge. I'm sure we're gonna make it. 13 feet 10 inches. All right, here we go. Here goes nothing. These bridges need to be redone, I tell you. We made it! Woohoo! We're coming into the truck wash. Unfortunately, when you have an extra tall vehicle like an RV, you gotta do the truck wash. Which they're not really built or prepared for RVs, so they charge you like a truck, I guess. Oh, this thing really needs a bath. Bad. Well, looks like nobody's here. Woohoo! Maybe I'm lucky. Or maybe they're not even open. Let's see. It's too bad I don't have the donkeys with me. Take them for a walk around here like we always do. Well, there's somebody in there, looks like. All right. I gotta stop saying all right. Vacuum, $1. No thanks. Huh, that looks kind of like an RV or something in there. All right. I said it again.
What can I do for you?
I need a wash.
Do you want the tops done?
The tops. The roof, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Any citrus wax?
No wax.
All right, we'll get you pulled in then.
Okay, thanks. I know there's places closer to the house where I could go, but this place has something else. At least it used to. You never know, things change. It's been probably a year. But it has free water too, and a dump station and everything else, so. Or it did, at least. Quite oftentimes when these things change, it's because people come along and trash things, tear them up, and vandalize everything. So let's hope that has not happened. It looks open, it's accessible. Let's give her a try. I cannot remember for the life of me anything from last year. So now it's all starting to come back to me. We turned off our house batteries before we put it in storage, but they're dead as a doornail. They were turned back on by somebody. So house batteries have been drawn down. What else? Oh, the sewer hose is cracked. So before we go out anywhere, unless we want to pay for a new sewer hose at KOA, we got to get a new one of those. And what else? Well, the batteries are dead, so I can't test the generator or anything. So maybe sometime this week I can run on over to somewhere, KC Home Trailer, have it refilled, and I don't know. I don't know. They say you're supposed to check it for leaks every time you break camp. But I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go in here because I got the munchies. So the little weird noises I hear is because there's enough current left in the battery so that they're trying to activate the CO detector and everything. But that's nothing. That's normal, actually. There's some current in the batteries. Anyways, Navion in the sunset. Well, beautiful sunset, nice weather, all should be right except that when I left Oak Grove, the Navion wouldn't shift into fourth gear. It started roaring down the highway in third gear. And I don't know. Very frustrated if this is the problem. I put it into the manual gear selector. It's automatic manual nonsense. I don't know why they even have it on here. Except that I can shift by hand shifting it. I don't completely know how that works. But so at least it's in fourth gear and driving down the highway. So maybe it's something minor, but usually with transmissions, it's rarely ever anything minor. And we can't deal with another $3,500 bill after getting it out of the shop and paying $4,000 or $5,000 for it. It's just ridiculous. It's getting old, very old. Can't afford it. So I guess we'll just do whatever we can to get rid of it if it's a problem. And do without. I mean, we have Melba. Melba will probably get fixed, will probably run forever. I don't know what is the deal with this thing. It should go forever, the Mercedes. But maybe Mercedes is not worth the reputation. I've actually heard that about Mercedes. It's just a lot of prestige, but they don't always have very good cars. So maybe that's it. I mean, I think Sprinter vans are supposed to have a good reputation. This is a Sprinter van. I don't know. I'm just very frustrated. Well, let me tell ya, here goes nothing with the Navion. We just stopped at Trip Quick. I got a slushie and an alcoholic drink. This Navion is driving me to drink. Actually, for whatever reason, I've been craving. What I used to like to drink was wine coolers. Yeah, I know, I'm a chick. But I don't know if they make those anymore. It said they have the hard lemonade, the twisted iced tea, and whatever this is, which is like a Seagram's fruity something. So I don't know. It's been forever since I've actually had anything, and you know, wine coolers used to be a thing in the 1980s, and that tells you how long it's been since I've actually been looking for one. So I don't know. And when I get home, the missus will say, "You're becoming an alcoholic." I'm like, no, whatever. Anyway, Navion is in drive. We're going to get up on 169 up here once we get past North Kansas City. When I put it in the manual selector, which I think it's like you can select it to not go past a certain gear. That's the way that works. That's the way it seemed to work. So I put it in 4 and it shifted all the way up to 4, which is all the gears. So, well, they got live music going on there, that whatever that is, post coffee house mix mash thing. But yeah, let's see how this does. Woohoo! All right, we've passed the light there, and we're getting ready to get on the highway. And it shifted 1, 2, 3. But will it shift 4? Won't know until we actually get on the highway here. When we got on I-70 at Oak Grove, it just stayed in 3 and was roaring. You know, it was going up to 4,000 RPM. This should be about normal. You know, staying in 3rd through here, but I'm under 55 miles an hour. Now here we go. Alright, it kicked down. There, it kicked down. Finds itself, it should shift down. There it goes. It shifted down. I think that's normal. I think it found 4th gear. Okay, I don't know what that was, so we will probably try and find a shop sometime this summer. And who knows? Sometimes things, especially if there's a computer in the mix, sometimes they lose their mind and they don't do what they're supposed to do. I was checking to make sure my slushie didn't tip over. Oops, excuse me. Now let's see if it shifts. Well, I think it's in 4th gear now. Yeah. I mean, it's not racing or struggling. It's a little over $2,000 on the RPMs on the thing. Tachometer, the stuff, the Daily Whopper, the Doohickey,
the what's it. So just keep our eyes on it. I think that before we went on our little trip last summer, we had to complete everything done on it, including the transmission, whatever, but who knows. The transmission may need to be looked at. I mean, if you can't remember doing it, you probably didn't do it. And it's been so long. We only did one little trip last summer to Columbia, and it ran fine. And that's all we did with it. Actually, it wasn't last summer. It was last May. It was about a year ago. And it sat all year long, which is not great for vehicles. And I just cannot for the life of me remember anything. If I didn't write it down, which I haven't looked in the manuals or my logbook. If I didn't write it down, then I don't know. The oil change thing says 2017. Well, we got it in 2017. That's wrong. It's just never been changed. We've had oil changed every 3,000 miles. And we've had preventative maintenance done at Freightliner when they still worked on Sprinters. But I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it was just a hiccup, me being paranoid. So anyway. Woo-hoo! Yeah.
We know, Simon. We know you said 3.
She got through the 4 partially. The first time she got through all of it, but the last one, I was like, "What's 340?"
On the first one, I said 340.
Yeah.
And then
Let's all talk like that.
And then I said 330.
330.
you said 4.
I said
You can't even finish the
She
4.
can't even finish her sentence.
She was halfway through the 4.
I got rid of her hiccups for her, but they came back.
How'd you get rid of her hiccups?
It's a secret.
That one was high pitched. That one was really high pitched.
These lights are make it really hard to time for my stuff. And my stuff. Stuff. What?
Okay, stop. You're going.
Stop it!
That actually sounded like he said stop it.
Stop.
Stop it!
Stop.
Look, that's just.
Oh no, this is not gonna be good. Hold on.
This is gonna be amazing.
Not that
He was holding.
Holding on for dear life. Well, nobody screamed or hiccuped.
Side crab, boys. Crab. 3, 4. Crab. 6, 7, 8. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're in your spots now.
We came to the one in Independence yesterday, or I came to the one in Independence yesterday, but they didn't have what I was looking for. So they say they have it here, those little Sony lavalier mics. So, getting tired of having to change wireless and turn them on and this and that and the other thing. It's just easier to have a lav wired, and I'm wearing it right here. And one of the vlogger people pointed this out to me, and they always kind of keep them in a weird spot, but this time it was actually in the photo video section, but they had it in a cabinet, and the person had to look for it. They had 3 of them. I got 2, and it's Sony ECM LV1, and it's a pretty standard lavalier mic, mini plug input, and now they've included, and they didn't do this before, they included a windsock, which is nice. I don't know how well it works. I'd still like to find one of those dead cat type windsocks, but whatever. I'm gonna see how this is working. Okay, take 3. GoPro is being moody, but I blamed it on the GoPro. It might be my fault. I messed with the mic settings some time ago and forgot about it. But yeah, GoPros are kind of sucky in a lot of ways. But one of the ways they don't suck is their stabilization. So this is day 2 of getting the Navion ready. The Onan is purring like a kitten. We were testing the water. Oh yeah, I see the water is coming out the... Don't worry. There's no pee-pee caca in this water. It's just flowing slow. And, oh yeah, the slide out came out, which is nice. Mr. Zachariah shined the rims since the discount tire guy put the dirty side out on the rims. Ow. I don't know why that is messed up. Yeah, she are old and many ways falling apart. Oops, let me trip. The tail lights work except I think that backup light. Boo-hoo, we're really gonna need that. And she is running pretty good. Still worried about that transmission not shifting yesterday, but we'll see. Got to get my foot there, my hand there, pull myself in.
I was about to help you.
No. We have the lounge dog. Oh, the air is working great. The fridge was pretty stinky. We didn't put it up right. And, oh yeah. Saya. Oh my God, Jimmy.
I love how you
Jimmy.
Are you trying to point it at him or?
Oh no, he actually did.
Yeah, it's strong. Jimmy, jeez. It's barnyard. Saya, can you go turn the hose back on, please?
Holy!
Don't be a DQ, Zach. Zach, can you flip the thing over back to tank fill, please? Over on the side. You'll see it. It'll say tank fill and city water or something like that. There's Bella. Oh my God.
I swear to God, if you destroy that plant, I'm going to...
Jimmy. Jeez.
I'm gonna kill that dog.
You're lounging a bit too much, a little too relaxed there, Jimmy. Oh, jeez, it gets stronger when you come over here. Go on out, Saya. Turn the hose on. Saya. Before I step on your face. Go. Oh, excuse me. Come on, Stell. And Stella stepped on the plant too. Oh, and the headliner fell down last year. The moisture would collect up there and made it all sag. And then it had help from a little boy who couldn't keep his hands to himself when he was up there, and he peeled it the rest of the way. Oh, there's that little boy now. And it looks like the water works. The ventilation is a little to be desired. There's our maggots that are... We ran out of room for our maggots. Should make a maggot wall back here, maybe something. Like put some kind of metal over that. And now we got 2 lounge dogs. And we got a neighbor. I see what you're thinking. No, you will not do that. Saya! Saya! Did you turn the hose on?
Yeah, the hose is on.
Okay, thank you. All right. Woo! Right, dongs?